People think tech, they think programming, they think the cave rats. People just like sit in their room until the lights go dark and just code on for hours, maybe until sunrise. But tech is so much more than that. Tech is making music, tech is, social media.
Some of the stereotypes might be, antisocial and you're glued to your screen. My experience has been the opposite, super collaborative. A lot of whiteboards, a lot of working sessions where you're working with your peers, and it's much more social than isolated as some people might think.
There's no real one software person here. Everybody is very different and varying ages and backgrounds and experiences, and not only do I think that helps break the stereotypes, but I think that's such an important part of being a progressive company.
There's so much diversity now. I think the industry as a whole has come a long way, but M&T has been pretty great about pushing those diverse initiatives.
Everyone's got a different personality. Everybody's different. They like different things. They have a different demeanor. It's not just a cookie cutter, standard stereotype for what you think of a tech employee.
I think tech people are some of the most interesting people because everyone in tech likes very different areas of tech.
I have a degree in theater technology and design. And so from there, I moved into large rock concerts and outdoor events and spent a lot of time in that, and then moved into corporate AV. Kind of applied on an off chance that I was like, I don't fit the standard software engineer, but I had read a posting and I was like, that's really what I do.
I've always, since I was a really little kid, I've loved video games. I started playing games then, and that kind of developed into a fascination of technology, and I wanted to know how they worked and how I could make them. And then I got to college and I wanted to make video games, and then I talked to one of my professors and he was like, don't make video games, you can do things that are cooler than that. And then I got involved with, writing operating systems, writing compilers, and a lot of heavy programming stuff, and I just really fell in love with it.
My background's in urban planning and have done a lot of work around social equity in Buffalo, and so for me, I was excited to come to M&T because being a community bank, we really care about the residents in Western New York and how to really show up for them. And so in a small way, my job lets me do that as we think about innovation and what the bank is doing.
I'm working in the technology division, but I'm not a technologist by any means, right? We by nature are collaborating across business lines. Every room that we're in for a meeting has different skill sets and different perspectives, and we kind of operate with the mantra that there's no such thing as a bad idea.
When you look at technology as an industry at large, it can be super intimidating. But here it felt like a very different approach. It was very disarming. It was very comfortable. It felt like it took this thing that in theory felt really large and kind of like nobody had the secret to, and kind of decoded it to being this really approachable, really energizing, really welcoming industry at large in a bank of all places.